Go ninja, go ninja, go!
Only shooting stars break the mold.
Hello everybody and welcome to Brawl Stars. I'm Amy the Amazonian and today I'm playing with Satoru, the Infiltrator. Satoru is a very unusual card because you think, based on his ability, it's all about ninjas, but it's actually way more than that. Satoru, the Infiltrator, cares about any creature entering the battlefield that either wasn't cast or was cast for no mana, which means free spells and ninjutsu and reanimation and blink, and honestly, there's a lot of stuff that works with Satoru, including things like sagas that flip over for free when they're done with their front-facing chapters, or battles that get cast for free and then come as his creatures. What is Satoru good with? Satoru's good with a lot of stuff. So this deck is a little all over the place, but it's really fun. So you might expect some ninjas. And yes, I've got some unblockable creatures, and I've got some ninjas, because you want to get that ninjutsu going so you can get more cards. And those cards that you draw are oftentimes small interrupting spells, counter spells, kill spells, the other things that Demir is really good at that will help protect your ninjas and also take out your opponent's blockers and threats. Then as you move up more and more into the higher mana costs, you end up getting these big reanimation spells and Omni. So you'll notice that Omni and Bolus's Citadel and Aetherflux Reservoir in this deck, because if you're casting spells for no mana, and if you're just paying life, you get to draw cards. And the more cards you draw, the more of them you're able to cast, and the more you get to deal damage with the Aetherflux Reservoir. This is a very, very strange deck because it's approaching from so many different angles. You could definitely make this deck into a sacrifice reanimation deck, and Satoru would draw you cards. I even have Bloodghast in this deck because it's free card draw for Satoru, the Infiltrator. Not what you would expect, but it works out really well. We also have the blinky things like Displacer Kitten and Thassa. Even though we don't have that many enter the battlefield abilities, we've got enough that it works out. So we're going to take Satoru into the queue, and we're going to draw some cards by casting things for free. Chandra, Hope's Beacon. I've noticed that oftentimes these Chandra decks are land destruction decks, using her ability to get you able to double up land destruction spells and cause a bit of a headache for your opponent, because if you deny them mana, either by destroying their artifacts, their creatures, or... Excuse me? Excuse me? Then yeah, you can sufficiently cut your opponents off from their game plan. I'm sorry though, were you trying to blood moon me? Ma'am? Ma'am. Please don't do that. This Chandra also does burn damage, blasting 2 different targets for X damage. She can give you card advantage and extra mana too. Blood Moon, my god. Yeah, well, guess what? I saw it, so I got rid of it. And now I have to decide if I want to just draw a card off a Cryptic Coat. They'll be able to kill Satoru, but it would take 2 spells next turn. I think going for Invasion of Segovia is a great use of the turn, though. They were trying to moon me. Don't moon me, bro. Invasion of Segovia is a really cool way for us to cast these non-creature spells without even having to tap our creatures. Also, because it's a battle, if we flip it over, it is cast for free as a creature, and Satoru draws us a card. Seasoned Pyromancer, depending on what they discard, will clog up the board here. If they discard 2 non-lands, and they did, they get 2 elementals! Neat! Cryptic Coat. Draws me a card. Okay, I'm just gonna pass the turn. This is a Biting Palm Ninja, which I can Essence Flux to get into play. Amy, what 2 commanders am I going to pair together for the Pride event? Hatsune Miku as Miku, Lost But Singing, and Soundwave. Because apparently, I'm allowed to ship those together, and I'm being encouraged by online communities to do so. There's a lot of fan art of the two of them together, a lot more than you would expect. Oh, hey, Rekindling Phoenix. That's a cool bird. You just get Applejack in there. By the way, this can't be blocked, so I don't really want to flip it right now. I'm just going to grab this Surveil land, since I don't need to protect anything. Oh, Breach the Multiverse. Yeah, I want that. So we're going to boop the Invasion. Draw a card. And well, would you look at that? I can cast a Breach the Multiverse. Boop, boop, boop. I love you, Cadus. Oh, do I want Shouldered or Sheldred? I guess I only have one choice from them. On one hand, Shouldered. On the other hand, Shouldered. And I'll be able to flip her over again. The reason for this one, punishing card draw, strong. The reason for this one, even though they would sacrifice this and immediately be able to bring it back, is I could flip it. I want this Sheldred. Also, she's blinkable. I'm just gonna do this right now. So I get to draw more cards, and also I can hit that Seasoned Pyromancer. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm going to untap you, and you. And use you to cast my big, beautiful spells. Flips under its owner's control. I'm the owner of this Sheldred. That's my Sheldred, I promise. They're a mono red deck. They're not allowed to have Sheldred. Cool Rekindling Phoenix. I will go ahead and exile it. Cadus rules. Right? I remember making an Azorius Tokens deck in Standard that used this. It was so much fun. Spiteful Banditry. Cadus is going to live for... Wait. Ooh, Biting Palm Ninja. Biting Palm Ninja is going to live forever. Wait, but I really do want this back. It will come back as the battle. Okay, yeah, I want this. It's not like I'd be drawing a card anyway. Move my commander to the command zone. Yes. The battle returns tapped, so we get two more little guys. You have a Cadus in your Grimgrin deck. Nice. And they have enough mana to cast to their commander next turn. But I have a Thought Distortion, which I bet will do some stuff. I also have a Sheldred and a whatever this is. I think I'm winning this game. GG. Emoti, Celebrant of Bounty. Emoti is a ramp commander that's looking to cast things to get some Cascade. This hand is okay. We have a counterspell for her or her ability. We've got Unearth in case they counter our stuff, though Emoti decks typically don't run that many counterspells. They're really all about ramp and big stuff. But if they play some small mana-producing creatures, we can kill them. We got a Virtue of Persistence and the Coochie Silencer. Yeah, I will always say it like that. That's what the card says. It says the Coochie Silencer. It's great. It's a regular card. Use it to kill your opponent's creatures and planeswalkers by discarding things. They explore, so they're ramping. They're not using creatures to do it. And I'll have to have a pretty big choice here between what I want to do. I think that my best move here is to play the Malcolm, but do it on their turn. So I've got this Malcolm here. It's got Flash. If I need to, I've got the Tail's End. If I need to, that's fine. I'll wait. By the way, Malcolm eventually casts spells for free. If you were wondering why is he in this deck. He's in this deck because he's good. Ta-da! Here's a Malcolm. Sadly, this land is tapped. So I'm going to swing in with Malcolm. There's nothing for me to silence. So we hit. We draw. That's a mana drain I can't cast. Rough. Well, doesn't matter. I could drop the Unearth. I could drop the Coochie Silencer. I'll drop this. I've got the Wash Away, though, so I have 2 counterspells that can hit their commander, and I'll just hold those up now. Don't try to say it's Dokuchi. Wrong, it's Dokuchi. Well, they have 6 mana just chilling here. And Emoti's just, like, itching to cascade. Oh! They just bolted that in so they would have 7 mana. What 7 mana spell are you casting? Also, how do I get you to stop? They're thinking, for now we toast. Oh, that's a Hullbreaker Horror, isn't it? Oh, look! Blue mana! I'm just gonna play that right now. Now I have so many counterspells being held up, and Malcolm's just vibing. I'm absolutely not casting my commander. Right now, we have the, like, tempo rolling, and we want to keep it rolling. Hey, Mana Drain. Nice that I have 2 mana now. I would love to have, like, a ton of mana next turn to just be able to cast Virtue of Persistence. What are you doing? What are you thinking about, Emoti? Ooh, an Essence Flux. Alright, so I'm going to drop... possibly this Essence Flux here. I'm gonna drop the Coochie Silencer. I have other kill spells, I have other counter spells, I have what I need here, and I don't really want to be ninjutsuing this. Alright, so, Flash can't be countered. It enters the battlefield. And we're gonna use Urtai to kill it. They'll get to draw a card, but that's a Hullbreaker Horror that's in the grave. And if you're wondering, why can't I use Mana Drain? Hullbreaker Horror says this spell can't be countered. There was a time where in Brawl, it could be countered, because they changed it while it was in Alchemy, but they changed it back, so no longer. I guess I technically could have used Mana Drain just to get 2 mana into 7 mana? Like, it does not say if the spell was countered. I don't know if that works. I'd have to think about it. Does it work like that? I feel like it does. Go ahead and swing in with Malcolm. Got that draw and drop. Watery Grave, get out of here. I feel like I have enough stuff here that I can just, you know, chill with my Satoru the Infiltrator. I could use Essence Flux to blink this. Let's just see what it cascades into first. Okay, Settle the Wilds, we're good. I am mana draining the hell out of this. You cast a 10 mana spell? Well, that's just great. That's 10 mana for me next turn. Thank you. I can't wait to reanimate your Hullbreaker Horror and draw a card because it came into play for free. Give me that mana. Ooh, that's some tasty, tasty mana. Virtue of Persistence. Yeah, I'll throw that down. I use that for some blue mana since apparently all we have is blue mana. I can't even use all the mana. That's how much mana it was. I guess I also could have cast something for free off this, but like, whatever. Let's go. What's this? If the target spell is an illegal target, but that's not an illegal target. It just doesn't do it. Surprised I didn't Virtue the Emoti first. I don't know if I had enough black mana for it. Oh, no, I did. Discard a card. Essence Flux. We're blinking Urtai. Swoosh. Swoosh. That's gonna draw me a card. I will destroy Emoti. I could have, like, held this as a counterspell, but we have 2 other counterspells in hand. I draw a card. Gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. Thank you. And we sit here. Menacingly. What's this? If the target is legal but not countered, you do add mana. Oh, cool! Thank you, people who checked the rulings. I appreciate it. If they do something like Captain Ulamog, we can choose between countering either side of the spell. Yeah, give me spells. I'm just like a little spell gremlin. Invasion of Zendikar? Sure, enjoy your lands. Hi. No. I'll use Flooded Strand to get the Surveil land. Surveil land will let me look at the top. That is not what I need right now. I need this. Thank you for the card draw, Hullbreaker Horror. I'm going to cast a spell. So I can put the Llanowar Elves back into your hand. Swinging in. At 7. Oh, no! I should have gone with the Restless. I was like, I think I have lethal. How do I have lethal? And the lethal was, like, right there. That's fine. Ooh. Yeah, what's in their hand? I'm thinking about putting, I'm gonna put Urtai back into my hand. Chapter 1. Hey. Good morning. Did I manage to snag any of the secret lairs? I don't usually buy secret lairs. The only one I really bought in the last ever that wasn't for a giveaway was the Ponies the Galloping one, which I still haven't even taken out of this. The Miku friends crashed the secret lair website. You know, I'm not surprised. Also, GG emote. Thanks so much for the Hullbreaker Horror. Atris and Garuda. We know that their deck is not odd, it's even, because they've got a Garuda companion. Atris enters the battlefield and gets you good value, putting cards in hand and in graveyard through a fact or fiction kind of interaction. Well, if they put things in their graveyard and they're worth bringing out, I've got to reanimate, and I'm so ready to steal those cards. I'm going to keep this, even though it's a little slow, hoping to duress them on turn 2, maybe even on turn 1. I have this, like, odd choice here of, like, do I want to line up Satoru on turn 2 or not? Reanimate is a busted card. I agree. I agree. It is a really good card. I also love Garuda. I had Garuda as a companion for my Muldrotha deck, which was really nice. Alright, since I got this Thoughtseize, I'm going to start with the Thoughtseize. Hey! The Deep Cavern Bat's going to be able to hit the thing in my hand. But the idea of having a turn 2 Torrential Gearhulk, even if it's not casting something else, I can't resist that. I want that so bad. And, like, then they can have one too. Here comes the bat. I feel like we're very much pressuring them into the reanimate. By the way, I will not be casting the duress here, assuming they hit this reanimate, because we know that there's no targets for it. Or, well, unless the card they drew is a target, they don't have any targets for it. So this whole Secret Lair website is just busted right now. Good to know, I guess. Yeah, they started making secret lairs of a more limited quantity, which is unfortunate. We want lands, thank you. Deep cavern bats. Bip, 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 bip. Yeah, scalpers will oftentimes buy high quantity of these to resell, since now they can sell out. They're not print to order anymore. What a shame. Oh, hey, Atrata. You guys know Atrata works with Satoru? I just kind of built like a smorgasbord of a deck here. I'm just like, you know what works with Satoru? Everything. Cloak works with Satoru. Hi, Ledger Shredder. Boop. I wonder if they'll make their own. Guess we'll find out. One Atrata, please. If they have another land, they could play either their commander or the surgical metamorph. They went first, so it does cost 4 mana. Many things that are good with Prosper. Yeah, many things are good with Prosper. Many things are good with Satoru. Would you also like an Atrata? They would. Go ahead and take a little peeksy poo here. What you got? Oh, Crocodiliomai! And a Mirror Hall Mimic. Nice. We actually have some blink cards that hit our opponent's cards, too, which is really cute. Take that trade. Cracking open the Polluted Delta. Grabbing this one. Satoru. Mirror Hall Mimic can come into play as a copy of something. I don't see any marine biologists out here. There may be many benefits to being a marine biologist, but, like, that's a bat and that's a bird. I don't think the fish people care about that. What is this? Return tracker creature you control to its owner's hand. Cost 1 less. Or return a creature... Oh, it's like a super runaway together. Neat. One to fairy or 2 cards. It's an Aquabat. This ain't no ska concert. They went for the 2 cards. Excuse me. I'd like to draw a card, please. Oh, that's a good one. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. A Mirror Hall Mimic, we can sacrifice Satoru. And sometimes you just need to draw a card. Atris has great enter the battlefield. So, throwing it back makes sense to me. Let's see if they want to copy my Shelly. They have 5 cards currently in grave. Ledger Shredder helps fill up the yard so nicely. And I'm just out here like, dang, I really hope I get my single target remover so I can kill this bat. I want to kill this bat. I want to take my reanimate, and I want to have a eeny, meeny, miny, all of these. At this point, like, even the Torrential Gearhulk is It's getting better, because I could use it to Essence Flux. Not the Gear Hulk, but the Sheldred. If we use it on a Gear Hulk, they would get their Gear Hulk back. You have to be careful about that stuff. Garuda in hand? Can we please run away together? No? I want them to use the Paths of Tuinvale, so I feel a little bit safer doing other things. Like stealing their creatures. Paths on Satoru. Oh. Yeah, that's super fine with me. Making sure I have the right mana up here. Yep. Alright, so we're gonna play Satoru. Go for the throat. We found our single target removal. What you putting in the graveyard? Then I could, like, make a copy and then use the Paths of Tuinvale. And we reanimate! Ooh. So many choices. Oh, I know what I want. I know it opens them up to, like, taking it back. But it triggers all of the things I really like. Oh, cool. Breach the multiverse. So they have Garuda, or they could go for the Mirror Hall Mimic on the Torrential Gear Hulk in order to put the Torrential Gear Hulk back in their hand. I don't think that's a bad move. But, like, Shelly now sees 8 cards in Graveyard, and she's, like, rubbing her little paws together. Her claws? She has hands, but, like, she also has, like, the whole centipede body. What do centipedes got? Leggies. She's rubbing her little leggies together. Little Phyrexian clawsies. Thinking. I did that once. Now my head is full of yeehaw and howdy. Hey! Alright, so they're doing the thing. I mean, her other body, her, like, the first shoulder card, looks like a crab. Alright, so they put Torrential Gear Hulk back in their hand. They did not choose to put either of these back in my hand. I'm a little surprised they didn't at least put Satoru back. These both have Menace. So, let's be a menace. Curse you, 7 cards in Graveyard. Are you gonna kill her? Yeah, if I thought Distortion, it would make the number go down. Oh, I see! You're trying to get that lethal all wound up. So they don't have any more instants in their graveyard. So this looks like lethal. Except we also have a Malcolm. Yeah, her body, I think, is more of like a thing she just plugs into. At least in the Dominaria United story. Eighth card in Graveyard. Is it Garuda time? Okay, they swing in. Here comes Malcolm. Malcolm is going to see himself. And they kiss. It's a little weird, but you know what? It's fine. It's normal. We're having a normal one here in Magic the Gathering. And now Garuda's gonna fill up the graves and try and find something to take. All right, so they got nothing on my end, and on their end, they got a choice. Oh no! They got either Vein Ripper or the Clever Impersonator, and they chose Clever Impersonator to try to roll them bones again. We do the Sheoldred. But I think I'm dead. Yeah. I realized after that, like, I wasn't thinking about the new cards they milled. They can unsubstantiate my commander back into hand and then just attack for lethal. Here we go. Eat that popcorn. Take a game. Unsubstantiating Satoru back into hand. Yeah, I think, Urtai would have been our way to win there. Not flipping and just Urtaiing. Or not to win, but not to lose. GG Garuda / Hras. Honestly, I think Garuda did more. Goreclaw, Terror of Kalsisma. Goreclaw is so strong, and she makes all your stuff cheaper, bigger, and stompier. I think Goreclaw is great, and I have an okay hand here. I just can't actually cast Go for the Throat, but I can set up for a lot of card draw using the Emporium Thopterist. Ornithopters are free spells, and free spells get cast for free by Satoru, which is good for me. Two green, one Paradise Druid. Next turn, Goreclaw. Oh, regular Ornithopter. There is no limit to how many Ornas I will Thop. I can also just, like, save up Ornithopters in my hand to draw more cards off Satoru. So I could have played this Ornithopter right here just to get a 2/2 flyer, but I think it's more important to me to just draw more cards. Especially because I am going for murdering this Goreclaw. Cavern of Souls, Ninja. Ninja! I could have also named Human. Or Rogue. There's choices. I guess I could cast one since he survived a turn. Okay. Just the one. Just the one. Tiger Claw. I killed your commander one time. And that was apparently one time too many. Emperor Apatsek Inslee the Fourth cares about 4s. Cares about 4 power, 4 toughness, or 4 mana value on your creatures. Because if it has 4 power, it gives a creature haste. If it has 4 toughness, you gain 4 life. And if it has a mana value of 4 or more, you seek a creature card. This is just a very good Naya value card, and I expect that they'll do a lot with it. Right now, I could play this as blue to hold the mana drain, but because I got this Changeling Outcast, I'd love to make sure I have both my colors of mana, especially with Etrata and Satoru, as these multicolored spells I really want to cast. Changeling Outcast, notably, is a ninja, enables a ninjutsu, but it's also an assassin, which is perfect for the Etrata I have in my hand. Etrata cloaking our opponent's cards does trigger Satoru, and that's the dream right there. Monkey! I considered like a dark ritual into Etrata there. No, I'm just gonna play Satoru. Hello, it's me, Satoru the Infiltrator. Regular guy. Human ninja rogue. Please don't hit me with your monkey. Nope, they're gonna go burp, burp. Involuntary outburst when I see a monkey. It's normal. I'm having a normal one. I'll just play the Etrata. She's also a pretty good blocker. We're gonna cloak the top card of their deck. I got a Inspiring Vantage. Okay. It's a land. I have 2 board wipes. Oh, I have all 2 board wipes in my deck. I guess Cyclonic Rift kind of counts. Hello there, Emperor. The crime is on. Oh, yeah. Always. Always and forever in this household. Wooded Foothills. They do have 2 mana. Up to 2. They're not using that. Ah, Phyrexian Tower. Perfect. Satoru the Infiltrator. I'm gonna swing in with Etrata. I want to see if they're willing to trade their commander for this Etrata, since they know it's an engine for me. Prime Azonian. That's just me in my default state. Oh no, it was an Iganjo. That's a bummer. I didn't see it coming. Goldspan Dragon. Well, it already has haste, but they do gain 4 life and put an extra creature in their hand. I don't want a board wipe, but I might have to here. Snapshot! Thank you for the sub! Nah, doing a deadly cover-up. Everybody dies. If they just have 1 creature out, Shouldered will force them to sacrifice it. I'd have to use the Dark Ritual if I don't get a land, though. Blighted Halfling. Teeny Tiny Hobbit, yes. Potzek. One Dank Ritual. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's hard to use 2 board wipes in a row, but, like, it's just scary. Also, we do have counter spells, and I want to make sure I could use them. Ooh, Terror of the Peaks. Any lands? Nope. That's an Urtai, though. I guess we could Urtai it over holding up the counter spells. They get to draw a card. I could have also waited until they cast something. But right now, a Potzek costs 7 mana. They don't have 7 mana. Now I have something I can sacrifice to the tower to play the Sheoldred too. So I am happy about that. Like, I'd rather be playing around Satoru, but he died twice too. And unlike them, I can't really ramp. This is the extent of ramp other than a couple artifacts. Addy. What you got? 6 mana. I wish I had 6 mana. I kind of have 5. Lovestruck Beast makes a little dude. You gonna play the beast? Hey, I got a land! We make them sacrifice the Lovestruck Beast. I'll swing in for 3. Cool. Seven mana, they can replay their commander. They're going for Eowyn. Eowyn's going to exile Sheoldred permanently and give their creatures protection from black. Fluted Delta. I think I'm swinging in. Yep, that's a Delta. You wait. Okay, so it's the Emperor. I don't know if I want to play the mana drain here. I think I'd rather save it for something slightly bigger. We're gonna crack open the Fluted Delta. Get the Surveil land. Try to see into the future. And the future we see is another counterspell. No, I'm good. Aw, little guy! Okay, I'm just playing this. I'd love to use it to draw cards off Satoru and put the Urtai back into my hand, but that would require me tapping out for a turn. I guess it's okay. Yeah, I'll go for it. I would really like to do the thing my commander does. Other than, you know, like, just hold open mana drain. If I had mana drained that, we would have had 3 extra mana, and I would have been able to go for Satoru and Silverfur. The trouble is that this Satoru died so many times this game. Nice, big angels. I'll take 3. I think this is a must Cyclonic Rift turn. And I have the choice of when I want to do it, and what I'd like to sacrifice to enable it. Let's see, so she gets haste, she can attack in. There goes my cool ninjutsu turn. Get rid of all the tokens. She will still be able to swing in for 3, but she can't exile my commander. I wouldn't be blocking with it, though. Hey, Eowyn. Are you gonna come out and hit me? Or are you gonna wait? Because you would be able to hit that Shelly. High-fiving? There you go, chat. I don't know why we're high-fiving. Are we high-fiving because I had a Cyclonic Rift? Pom-Pom! Yo, Pom-Pom, thank you so much for the sub. Hi, Matt. How you doing? Lyra. Okay. Is there anything I could reanimate that wouldn't also just kill me? In my desperate need, not die. Because it will draw me a card. I think we go Urtai. Yeah. I'm looking through, and Urtai is the only thing that can stop that. While not killing me. Cryptic Coat. I can still hold up Mana Drain. This is such a 1 is not 0. Okay, Arcane Signet. We're just gonna chill with these 2 and pass the turn. Yo, you've been watching my YouTube stuff, and I'm your favorite Magic content creator. Oh, Pom-Pom, that's so nice to hear. Thank you for watching. I hope our opponent doesn't have anything, anything evasive. Hey, AON! Oh, that's a Cavern of Souls. So this would still give me the mana, but it's not what I crave. I'm also threatening lethal, by the way. Walk with both. They lose a life from Meat Hook Massacre. Ketra. Oh, Ketra's getting countered. We have 5 damage. 6, 7 damage. Also, Silver Fur Master and the Phyrexian Tower. We close this out right here. That's a ninja. Saying GG. Alright, here we go. Bring him to 1, and I'm just going to sacrifice my own Urtai. And the game. Don't even let them draw. Just take him out. GG, Emperor Potsek, Impli the 4th. Tatiova, Benthic Druid. She's looking to put a whole lot of mana in play and get some card draw off their lands. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under their control, they draw a card and gain a life. It's gonna be big rampy stuff. And also, aw, fun sleeves. Fun Warhammer sleeves. I would like to see what you have in your hand and stop you from ramping as fast. Oh, less ramp, more counter spells. I think I will drop actual factual counter spell. Here comes Satoru. Swan Song can only hit enchantments, instants, and sorceries, of which we do have, but because we are going faster than them, like, I can play this Invasion of Segovia. What are they gonna do about it? Nothing. Turn 1 hand disruption wins games. Marchesa, Dealer of Death. Marchesa gives you card advantage for committing crimes, which usually means that this is just a pure and simple Grixis control deck, and a pretty scary one at that. I had the choice here, by the way, between playing the Shipwreck Marsh to get out Satoru or Emporium Thopterus early, or holding up the Fatal Push. I want to hold up this Fatal Push because I'm a little worried about the early stuff they might do, though in these colors, they're a lot more likely to just have hand disruption. They also might have a turn 2 Ragavan. What's this? Test of Talents. Yep, it's a counter spell. Grixis control getting additional card advantage is rough. If I build a Marchesa deck, I want to build her as Crime! Alright, discard a card. I wish I could set up that Cruelty of a Gex. I think I'll be able to combo out at them. I'm gonna believe in that. Decline, enjoy getting a card from me. Three mana. No Marchesa. Okay, I'm going to try to land Etrata Deadly Fugitive. Because Etrata cloaks cards. She works with Satoru. She also got put on top of my library. Okay. Hey, Shuldred. Fancy seeing you here. Let's go ahead and make you die. Did it before I drew the card. Bringing out Satoru. I think actually I should have played Emporium Thopterus here to try and get a trigger to draw cards next turn. Why ain't you casting anything? I don't like that. Emporium Thopterus over Etrata. Did you think I was gonna, like, have good spells? This is a good spell. Yep, killing my stuff. I guess I could have gone for Etrata. They probably would have countered that, and they just didn't because they didn't need to. Behold, Satoru once more! Ta-da! And he's dead. Really bumming me out, Marchesa. And for that, I will attempt to kill you. One Shouldered. She appears to have resolved. Trying to force them to sacrifice their commander. Marchesa's a criminal? Apparently. She's no longer just queen. Float into 2 mana. And past a second main. Aww. Rip to my Shouldered. Alright, since I don't have a Shouldered anymore, I'll exile their graveyard. Cool Orb. Orb commits a crime each end step. Well, each of their end steps. I will lose life. It was a wash away. Arcane Signet. Etrata. More counter spells. No, look! I get to have my Etrata. Yay! I want to cloak cards from your deck. It would make me happy. This Shouldered still has a mana value, so I can't Fatal Push it. We take 4. Scrabble Claws. That allows them to commit a free crime! This one can do it on their turn, this one can do it on mine. But why aren't you playing the Marchesa? I guess right now it doesn't do that much. I'm gonna keep losing life. Okay, it was a counter spell and a land. Satoru! Please. Just let me steal. Just a little crime? Little crime is a treat? Oh. Okay. I mean, you could have bounced the spell I stole from you. Maybe you're not into that. I'd be into it. Life total go down. Able the Mirror Breaker. I can push that token. Boop. And I think I should let them draw. Now we're at 3, like... Well, it looks to me like they got a kill spell. They're saying, nice. Come on. That's also a Fatal Push. Okay. Aetherflux Reservoir. Come on out. They have 1 card in hand, and I'm going to make them discard that card. I don't care what it is, I just don't want you to have it. They could use this to draw a card. Trix's Crime, drawing a kill spell? They would. Oh. Okay. mean, that soldier was killing me. Neat. Well, they still have their card advantage engine ready to rumble, though. 2 of them, actually. This Palantir is so good. Yeah, they really just want to stop me from, like, landing cards. Even at the cost of the thing that was killing me. Hi, Marchesa! I might go for Mill 4 here. Just call it Spite. I'm milling. You know what time it is? Miller time. Oh. That was a treasure cruise. Guys, come on. We all know treasure cruise only costs 1 mana. GG. Slimefoot and Squee! Slimefoot and Squee are a reanimator deck. Also, sometimes some crazy sacrificing goblin combos. I have kind of an odd start, but I am going first, so I'm okay with this. The odd start is because I don't have black mana to just play Satoru on turn 2. Slimefoot and Squee is trying to get himself into the graveyard, because if he does, he can bring back a friend! The friends are scary, though. They're usually big and powerful, and the deck also relies heavily on sacrificing saprolings. Oh, generous sense. Like, see that? They were just forest cycling. This gets them a land, and it gives them something to reanimate. Bringing out Satoru. If they kill him, I will Essence Flux in response, and that will draw me a card. Hi, Slimefoot and Squee also. Slimefoot Squee comes with a little guy. Inflation of Amonkhet. It is risky to mill them, but they already had something strong in the graveyard. They'll have to discard, which does, again, set up their reanimation. And draw. Okay, I guess I just sit here and chill. I have, like, if I attack in, they just eat up my little guy. Additional black mana when? I could block an Essence Flux just to draw a card to try and find another black source. Kolaghan's Command. Oh, I actually have a really good thing to discard. I discard Bloodghast. Landfall will bring it back. And now I'm going to Essence Flux my Satoru because I really need to draw a swamp. It's not a swamp. Okay, let's draw again. Okay, Bolus's Citadel. I am so far from ever casting that. I am going to attack with Satoru. No, I don't think that's a good idea. I'm gonna play this Aetherflux Reservoir. So the Aetherflux Reservoir is purely in here for, like, the Bolus's Citadel Omni kind of pseudo-combo with Satoru. A hope, a dream, a meme. A desperate attempt. Phyrexian Arena, more card draw for them. Ooh. 1 black and 1 red means they could kill my commander. Rip. Okay. Put it back over here. Ha! Black mana! I knew I had black mana! Somewhere. I found it. Bloodghast, go! They'll just trade it with this, but I'm totally fine with that. I probably should have attacked first, just to bring it back, even though I wouldn't have drawn a card. Aw, Satoru's dead again. Okay. cool dinosaur. Black mana exists. It is real? How many lands are in their graveyard? Hold up. Yikes. This thing's gonna get them so much mana. Oh, never mind. We have a Bajuka Pog. I wish I had more black mana this turn to just, like, get this out here. Fatal Push. Just so they can't bring it back. Exile. Bam! Bloodghast. Prime time. Yeah, that's a big creature. Gets them some lands. Hello, Seinfeld and Squee. I would actually love to see a pure sacrifice reanimation version of this Satoru. I bet it would be really cool. Emporium Thopterist, like, yeah, you're rad. But you're really not what I want right now. I'm gonna discard the Thought Distortion because I don't have 3 life to pay. Silver Master. Thank you so much for gaining me life, Aetherflux Reservoir. You were the best. You were the best friend I could ever have. They now have a sacrifice outlet, this Phyrexian Tower. I want, by the way, to use this Invasion of Amonkhet to get myself a Primeval Titan. That would be good. I have a feeling they're about to do the thing. The thing is happening. Can I get a swamp off the top? Will this survive? Guess we'll just have to find out. Thing confirmed! If not, at least we could draw a card off a little Thought. Emporium Thopter is, by the way, kind of a nuts card. This is one of those alchemy cards that you should point at and be like, is this a mistake? Yes. Sure is. Etrata. Satoru. Still alive. Still kicking. Keep drawing me cards. Oh, Satoru, my beloved. That's a board wipe. And this is more black mana. For the Citadel. They're killing the Silver for Master. That makes Satoru smaller too. This is 9 damage coming at me. I block the Slimefin and Squee with 2. 10 if I'm blocking the Dread Knight because of the trample. I know the Ornithopter is good for flipping this over, but drawing the card and getting like a 4/4 doesn't quite get me there. We're going all in on that Citadel. Watch them like tear asunder it. They might. Black Market Connection. Are they a hero who likes to pay the 6? Also, do they feel like looping Slimefoot and Squee here? No. Okay. I will pay the 1! Surveil. I shall keep that. Just hope that we don't bust. Yeah, so thankfully we have a way to manipulate the top of our deck a tiny bit. So we are going to start by just throwing down the Citadel. What's on top? Okay, there's a Virtue. We cast this side. Oh, Yes, we do cast this side. So they will sacrifice whatever I hit if it's something that would be killed by it. So I'm going to hit the Primeval Titan. Because they won't sacrifice that. Fighting Palm Ninja. It's going to draw us an extra card. We're gaining the life. We're getting there. That is a Tail's End. We gotta move it off the top. Actual regular Ornithopter from our deck. Rexian Tower. Use this to sacrifice one of these Ornithopters. This does not draw me a card, but it does gain me a lot of life. List of people who are not dead. Me. List of people who are struggling. Also, me. They pay the 6. Aetherflux with Bolus's Citadel is great. The cool kids are coming in. The little guys ain't coming in. What if they have like a Meathook Massacre to follow up? It's very possible. I'm looking at what's in their graveyard. It was a lot of life, yes. And if we get 10 permanents out for Bolus's Citadel, 10 non-lands, we also have that potential. Okay, Slimefoot and Squeak bringing back the Blood Tithe Harvester. Gets them a blood. They can't sacrifice it right away. It's Holly. Alright, so we don't actually know what spell is on top of our deck. Malcolm. Okay, Malcolm's not scary. Ravenous Chupacabra is, like, it's a very good card. And it's probably going to hit our Emporium Thopterist. Yeah, take away my Ornithopter generation. And also the thing making my Ornithopters into 2/2s. That is a land on top. Play the land. Bloodghast, draw me a card. Oh, cool. We can draw 7. Thoughtseize. So, like, we could also blast them for 50 if we manage to, like, seriously storm. Oh. Wait, you had lethal, didn't you? I feel like there was some route to lethal off Meathook Massacre. So we're gonna hit Fierce Empath here, because I also have a Duress. Pay 5, get 3 back. Get rid of the Timeless Witness. Still casting that. Number go up. We have so many, like, 1-cost spells in this deck. Like this one. Oh, in fact, did I put full control mode on fast enough? I didn't. Alright, I would have cast that Feigned Death off the top there. Moonsnare Specialist. We're just casting it. I can put the Malcolm back into my hand. Or I can put the Ornithopter back into my hand so I can draw. And I think we might have actually just hit 10 permanents. Because I think I saw that highlighting. The Citadel. Yeah. The Citadel says, go for it. Let's go for it. Let me just double check that they can't gain a bunch of life here. Oh, right, because you're one of my permanents. I was like wondering how it got to 10. I think we're good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I use Bolus's Citadel to deal 10 damage directly. Win this game. And with 35 life to boot. GG. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Brawl Stars. I hope you like seeing Satoru do all sorts of blinky ninjutsu stuff. I would actually love to see a version of this deck that's really similar to Garuda. I'd like to see a version of this deck that is mostly reanimation focused with a sacrifice and blink sub-theme. And with cards like Thassa and Displacer Kitten at your disposal, Satoru works really, really well with all of those as a sub-theme. And there's some really powerful cards that you can reanimate in blue and black, and also in colorless. Talking about those Eldrazi Titans and those Cityscape levelers. Unearth also notably does work with Satoru. In fact, so many things work with Satoru that this is a really, really flexible deck. Mine is a more tempo ninjutsu deck, but you can build it in any way you'd like. I still think that the best ninjutsu commander in Arena is going to be Satoru Umezawa, but if you want to get card draw on top of card draw, Satoru is pretty great. The other Satoru. Okay, listen, there's the same guy, but you know what I'm saying. If you're looking for the deck list, it is in the description of the video. And if you'd like to suggest a commander for me to brew, please let me know. In the comments section, you can tell me nice things about the video, too. You can be like, Amy, I loved when you cast a bunch of spells off Bolus's Citadel. Or, Amy, you should cast Thought Distortion more. I love that card. Or, Amy, Mana Drain is a mistake. And I'll agree. Mana Drain, it is a mistake. It's a big mistake. Thank you so much for watching, and have a brawlful day.